4 years ago, I was disappointed. I was working in a media group which is called Austeridade Media Group. Media group was on the edge of collapse. It collapsed. Sometimes I believe it's yesterday. Sometimes I believe it's very, very long away. We remained almost for 1 year without any work, and almost 95% of these 1,000 people never got a job. So we had to think what would be the future. We had the idea to establish a new newspaper. In the beginning we were 25 and then we became 100 to try to take our future in our hands. First of all, we want to do it by ourselves, so we had to put each one of us 1,000 euros to have 100,000 euros as a capital to start. We had to risk. We had to ask our parents, our friends to give us money and to risk this money in something that nobody, in the beginning, nobody, even us, we couldn't believe that we were going to succeed. This is the today's issue. It's a weekend edition. That's the newspaper. That's the front page. It's 87 pages, which is not bad for a cooperative. And in the last page, we have an advertisement of our newspaper, this Saturday, because other times not. It says, "We don't have money, so we don't own anything to anyone. We write free." And we wanted to be independent, so we didn't want to borrow any money from the banks, and for the moment we haven't borrowed any money from the banks. Second, we decided was to work for 2 months, unpaid, to decide after 2 months if we see any future or if this failed. We work now 140 people here, so it's 140 families that they can be supported. We take, all of us, the same salary from our director to the lady on the telephones, or to the technicians, or to the editors. We have exactly the same salary. It's 850 euros per month, net. That's the culture department. And here's the internet. That's the main newsroom. I don't think we only survived. I think we can show that there is way out. So it's more than surviving. 2.5 years ago that we started until now, we are the only newspaper that it's increasing the circulation and the sellings. The rest of the newspapers, all of them are declining. All the major newspapers were established here and located here, but then one by one they started to move, and now we remain the only ones that we are still in the area. It created a distance from what was going on in real life, because they abandoned the center of the city and they went in the periphery, which is a cemetery, a dormitory, that nothing is happening. But they had very, very nice offices. You have to smell the city, you have to smell the people, you have to understand their needs and to be with the people inside, in the downtown. And otherwise you are sterilized. I had an uncle who was a journalist. When my mother asked me when I was 15 years old, what do you want to do in your life? I told her I want to be a journalist. She told me, no way. Your uncle died poor. We are poor. You have to do something else. You are good in mathematics. You have to be an engineer, and then do what you want. So I did that. I finished chemical engineering, and when I finished, I started working as a journalist. Okay.